Look at the players Chelsea are selling, players they don't need. They have about 13 players in their coffee that they don't need this season. But they're not in a hurry to offload this player because they've tried to get value for them. But in Arsenal, no, just borderline.
Good value.
No, just borderline.
So you don't think, what would you have termed as good value for this two?
I'll give you an example. Solanke, 3 or 4 seasons ago, how much did Liverpool sell him? You only play one league game for them. How much did they sell him? Ramsey, 18 million. 18 million. They're telling me achievable add-on. Maybe we're supposed to be here today, but something came up. You know, he's a big man. And good to have you again, Choma, back to the studio. How was I know you went for your uncle's burial. I hope everything went well.
Yeah, it went well. God did it. It was sound. All my trips from the north to the east. I'm back to the north again. Went well. I'm so excited to be back on transit.
Yes, ma'am. Good to see you again, bro.
Yeah, same here, bro.
Yeah, Choma, you do well in stress. So this your travel and stress makes you look more beautiful with your African braids. This all these guys have been calling me and texting me. Choma is still available. You guys should pick my sister up and give her what she deserves. She's a good lady, hardworking and beautiful. Both at heart and on the face. Yeah, let's start. I have to get this off my chest. I'm really, really upset and mad with Arsenal. This BS has to stop. Arsenal still can't sell players well. We can't still sell players. They need to go and recruit somebody in Chelsea to negotiate for us. How can you sign Ramsdale in a deal worth almost 30 million 2 or 3 seasons ago from Bournemouth? Make him a better player, competing for English #1. And after 2-3 years, you're selling him for 18 million. Okay, add-ons, achievable. They say achievable add-ons, 25 million. It doesn't make sense to me. And I think the problem is this idea of Arsenal as a family. When players want to go, the club is trying to make it good for them. This thing has to stop. Then they'll be telling us they don't have money to buy players. If Chelsea, when Arsenal signed, what's his name, Kahava from Chelsea, he was out of favor. They didn't need him, 65 million. Look at the players Chelsea are selling, players they don't need. They have about 13 players in their coffee that they don't need this season. But they're not in a hurry to offload this player because they've tried to get value for them. But in Arsenal, they're always trying to make these players happy. The same way we lost Ben Leno to Fulham, 10 million. You know, I don't understand, all these sales. If Ramsey signed a new contract last season, I think, so he still has 4 years. There's no, if his agent cannot go out there and find him a good deal that will suit us now and be good for him, then that is to stay on the bench. This is how big clubs roll. So for me, I don't believe this. Arsenal is doing well in terms of building the squad, making our players valuable. But when it comes to time to sell, we're not doing a good job at all. I don't subscribe to this Ramsey sell. Ramsey 18 million. They're telling me achievable add-on 7, that's 25. And it costs you 30. He's even a better player right now. So I don't subscribe to all this kind of sell. If Edu doesn't know how to negotiate to sell players, you should go and recruit somebody to do that bit of the deals. You should go and recruit somebody. This is not adding up for me. And I don't know what you guys think, but for me, Arsenal is not doing well at all when it comes to selling players. This is where Chelsea has been better. This is better.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Emil Smith-Rowe and Nketiah, are you satisfied with their sales?
No, you just manage them. We barely just manage to get good value. Let me tell you the reason why.
No, excuse me. Answer the questions.
I said no. Just on borderline.
Did you get good value?
No, just borderline.
Did you get good value?
No, just borderline.
So you don't think, what would you have termed as good value for these two?
I'll give you an example. Solanke, 3 or 4 seasons ago, how much did Liverpool sell him? You only play one league game for them. How much did they sell him to Bournemouth?
Circumstances are completely different.
That's what I'm saying, because we create it. We make these players feel that we don't want to hurt them. That's my point.
No, I think you're generalizing based on what has happened in the past. let's face the Ramsdale sale. When we bought Ramsdale, how much did we buy Ramsdale for? Do you know how much we bought Ramsdale for?
23 million. I don't want to get to 30 million.
Thank you. So why, when you were giving me submission now, why did you call 30 million instead of 23 million?
No, I said add-ons. I said
you called 30 million. No. You said Ramsdale was bought with 30 million.
No, the first time I spoke, I said add-ons to get to 30 million. But my point is.
So no, wait.
Okay.
We bought 23 with add-ons totaling. So we paid 23 million upfront. Right? With add-ons that will get it to 30 million. So we haven't paid up to 30 million for Ramsdale yet. Because we haven't gotten.
Okay, we'll pay 23 million.
So we're dealing 23 million. Now, we sold Ramsdale for 18 million with achievable add-ons. One of the add-ons is that if Southampton don't go to relegation, it's an automatic 1 million, making it 19 million. The rest of the add-ons, when they say achievable add-ons, they're very easy to get to.
And stuff.
So ultimately, we're talking about 24 million.
Okay.
We bought a player for 23 million, and we are still paying. We paid 23 million upfront. The remaining 7 million was spread over years, depending on how he plays and all that. I can tell you that the fact that he's been on the bench has made that 7 million that was supposed to be pending, not applicable anymore. So essentially, we are probably taking. But I get you. He's now an England international. We've established it. You're right. In the sense that what I'm trying to say is that it's not as bad. We didn't make a loss. But how can't you make a profit from selling our players? Right. Fair point. I agree with that on Ramsdale. I agree with that. Why don't you make a profit? But I would say that considering the circumstances, everything has a story. Every player has a story. Now you talk about Chelsea. Chelsea currently has 43 million, 43 players on their books. 43 players. Out of the 43, I can say up to 38 to 40 of them are strong and good players, young players, right? Chelsea's approach to the market is completely different from Arsenal's. When you have 43 players on your book, and your manager recently said, we can only play 21. I only want to work with 21. They have people like Sterling. Yeah, but that's supposed to work against them in terms of selling. Because now they're supposed to be desperate to sell. But still, they still sell well. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You know why? Because these players are quality players. Excellent quality players. You cannot compare a Sterling, for example, or even the midfielder that they also to Atletico, Gallagher. You cannot compare Gallagher to Eris Nelson. Okay. But the thing is that the manager says, I don't want these players, which means if they continue to stay in Chelsea, you're paying them for nothing. So if you sell them for high price, nobody buys them, you're losing. So they're desperate to sell. That's one. Gallagher that you mentioned has just 1 year left in his contract. Gallagher, that's 1 year. And Chelsea go for the 3 million. So now that's what I'm talking about. It boils down to two things now. The quality of the player, number one, and the comfort level of the club that wants to sell. They are not desperate to sell. Chelsea are flush with cash. The only reason they want to sell a player right now is just to comply with the rules, not that they need money. It's not just to, that is very, very important, very key. Key. Chelsea still don't have a keeper. They still don't have a striker. So they still need to buy. So they need to sell. No, they have 8 keepers on their books. So that's what I'm saying. Their approach, if you prefer their approach. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm talking about when you come to selling. No, don't get me wrong. But it does sell it. It comes with the full package. You can't tell me you like this and don't like that. No, if you want to sell, it's not just Chelsea. You buy. It's not just Chelsea. Liverpool, Man City sold Alvarez, substitute striker. It is the same thing. 20 million. It's the same thing we're talking about. It's not the same. It's the way we make it. The problem Arsenal has is they have this mentality, family mentality. If a player wants to go, don't make it too hard for him. We are all one. That's the problem. When it comes to selling, we remember we are family. But when we are buying, people don't let us buy easily.
You know, how can you say Gallagher? 1 year left in his contract is confirmed by next season losing for free. 43 million.
Yeah.
Emil Smith-Rowe and Gallagher, who will you take? For
me, being a family club comes with it's this is one of the things that have to do with being a family that. So it's either you choose not to support family club or you just support family club.
No, that doesn't mean your family don't criticize your brother. That doesn't mean that everything they do is right. But they have to fix this one. They need to fix this problem. Like I said,
it's not I don't see any problem.
Like I said, Ben Leno was a top keeper. We sold him 10 million to Fulham. 10 million. Can you imagine this current market? Ramsey now is going for 18 million. 23 million, 24, whatever you call it. I don't think he's right. And this guy is on a 4-year contract.
You also check the options that you have. So why are people buying these players from Chelsea and people are not buying these players from Arsenal? There are a lot of factors coming into play. One of them being the quality of the player. It's not just Arsenal's fault. The quality of the player and the players appeal.
Is going for this number one now, so the quality doesn't come into this one at all.
Okay, so
Emil Smith-Rowe.
No, it comes.
Emil Smith-Rowe.
Quality comes into it.
No, what I'm saying, Ramsey is supposed to work more.
You are as good
in terms of quality. It's supposed to work more.
You are as good as what a club is willing to pay for
then
you.
Let him stay on the bench, or his agent will for a better deal. That's what happens.
If you stay on the bench and incur losses, so he stay on the bench and incur losses for the club.
On the bench.
Man, I don't know what it is.
No. It's Arsenal. So, my point is, Arsenal is doing poorly when it comes to selling players. I don't have any problem.
I don't agree. I think they've done.
The records are there.
They've done much better
one day you
over
said
the last 2 seasons.
I can't remember which player Liverpool sold at that time. Only one league game, 25 million. You know, so that's my issue this afternoon. Arsenal is not doing well at all. That's why this transfer window we are not doing any short transfers. I want them to finish their BS and season ready to start. Then we'll see what we have. But right now, I don't think
if clubs are coming for your players, and offering money, then you can.
They should price them good.
Like example is Nketiah, for example. Marseille offered £23 million for Nketiah, and Arsenal turned it down. And there was a storm on social media. People claiming, why Arsenal just missed the golden chance to sell Nketiah? You can't sell Nketiah.
Yes, I never complain about them turning it down. I never complain about them.
So your fellow Arsenal fans are complaining. So the club can't do anything right then. Right?
No,
if they turn
they're open to criticism. My point is, in terms of selling players, we're not selling good. The Arsenal needs to do better. That's my point. And they need to do better. We need to make. There's nothing you will tell me that will make me believe that Arsenal will let Ramsey go at a loss. Don't forget that he has a new contract last season, so you have even paid him over £100,000 a week for 1 season. So if you add that onto that, it has cost that 30 million if care is not taken. So why will you take the 25 million? Why?
Like you said, there's nothing I will tell you. So there's no point saying now. I've just said I think the club is good. With the way they're handling things, I give it a lot of kudos so far this summer. And I think that definitely the team is stronger than it was last season.
Okay. Our viewers, please. This one, like I said, I'm not happy. I've put it out there. If you're an Arsenal fan or even rival fans, Chelsea fans, please let us know. Educate us how you guys do it. How you guys get good money for your player that you don't even want. So Arsenal fans out there, let me know. Do you agree with Ubum? Or do you agree with me? Do you think Arsenal should do better when it comes to selling of players? Let me know what you think in the comment section.